Hey sis.
Hey,
Hey everybody. How you doing today, sis? Let's see, we got a comment. Who here? Oh, you.
I'm sick and tired of being. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. How are you today?
I'm all right. I am tired. I am tired. I am tired. I was up all weekend watching stuff. Now I'm tired today.
So you tired from the weekend?
Yeah, Lord. Out here in these streets petty. Just petty and woke. Like I ain't got no sense. Watching everybody business. Baby, I didn't get nothing done all weekend. For real. I've
Either.
been
I've been doing the same. I've been watching all the drama, all
what
the
drama?
lives, all the drama, all the different people going here, going there, going everywhere. It has been a hell of a weekend.
Hey, and that's that.
Oh
A heck
man.
of a weekend. But yeah, I guess some of them is live right now.
Probably so. I'm going to go see.
Child. Yeah, no, I can't try to share this on my page. My Facebook won't let me share our stuff over there. I don't know why.
Yeah, mine kept saying something went wrong. I kept hitting it till it shared.
Like an upload error. Yeah, that's what mine had said. I didn't know what the
Yeah, it kept saying something went wrong, something went wrong. I guess it's not used to this way.
I guess not. Hey,
Well,
we all learning something new.
it's gonna have to get used to it because look, this is what we doing.
Hello.
We share it
Right
to
over here on the YouTube so we can talk a little trash how we want to.
share it to Lala's group. Hey, Lala.
Hey Lala, how you doing, homie? How are your daughters? How y'all doing over there? How's everyone? I'm trying to share the live, Lala. I'm trying to share. You know I need a minute. I need technical support.
How was your day, Lala? We were
Oh,
just saying how we been watching all of the lives all weekend, all of the drama. I
so
mean, it's
much,
been so much. I mean, you can't even get around not talking about it. It's just been so much of
so
it.
much of it. It's like, it's like, it's like they ain't even tired. Like
Right.
I don't know, cause they live right now. Who knows what's being said? I checked out. I'm gonna tell you. For me, sis, like I had, I have like I got boundaries. Like I don't. Yep, it just gave me another upload error.
It did.
Child,
I saw it, but I saw it on Facebook from you.
oh,
So
you
you're
did?
good. Yes, I
Okay,
always go
well,
and
I don't
check.
know what it's talking about.
Yeah, I saw it. Actually, I see. Yes, ma'am. It's probably giving you an error and it's still uploading. I see it twice from you.
Oh
So
Lord,
yes, it's
crackheads
upload.
unite.
That's okay. You never sharing too much. Hey, Nay.
Oh, hey, Nay, I'm over here bothering with this damn phone, y'all. But we want to try and let y'all come up and chat with us. Those that's over here. But listen, I've reached my capacity. Like all of it was going on when it was just the adults, right? Is one thing. But listen, when people start bringing in kids and how you this type of parent or you that type of parent, listen, I don't involve in them situation. I
Hey,
will
love.
gracefully go the fuck on, and
Right,
that's what I've done. Cause
right.
they don't did too much. Nah, I'm not. I can't do that. But baby, I'm here to talk about all the grown folks stuff.
Yeah, please let the kids stay in children's place. Just keep them
Mm-hmm.
out of it. It's none of their business.
None, none. And what did Lala say? Well, she said we good. Trying to get over. Y'all was sick again. Uh, now
It's
Lala,
probably
you.
still lingering. I love this is one of your favorite subjects. All the Facebook drama.
Oh yes, she'll put you together something to look at, baby.
We know she here for it.
She catch all of us in our
Look,
moments.
you ain't missed nothing. We just started. Everything we know, you know. I'm sure of it. I've seen you in the comments.
Hey, what can you tell us? Is the question. So we gonna let people come up. But we really want to talk about this too because homies, y'all know that Peach Peaches is a lesbian. And
Mhm,
so I
mhm.
think that there's been a lot of heterosexual opinions. And let me just tell y'all, we don't really look at it like they look at it because Peaches, I've talked about it, and she really made me look at some things a little different just because her perspective is different because this is she definitely know more about this than we I do. Maybe not y'all, but for me for sure. So
Yeah,
we want to talk about it, just from our perspectives, what we think, um it's just our thoughts, our perspective, ain't nothing personal. I really don't give a damn where they eat shit or breathe at. Let's be clear.
right. But it's pure entertainment, and we here for it to talk about it or whatever.
They
What you
gave
gonna
us
do?
they still going, y'all, and it's Tuesday. Well, I watched the
When did
first
it even
48.
start? Like Thursday,
Friday,
Wednesday?
Thursday, Friday. It
Ooh,
really got good starting Friday and Saturday, and Sunday was real good.
yes.
But then yesterday, it went to the dark side. I ain't going over there. Okay, hold on, love. You gonna come up? We dropped the link.
I hope you all get better, Lala. She said it keeps whipping back around. She probably ain't gonna come up, but I mean, you can ask your question. We'll answer it.
How you paste that whole?
What
How
the
you paste
link?
that? Shift what?
You want me to paste the link?
Shift
Oh,
V or Control?
Control V.
This dude talking about something, yeah. Oh shoot, I think I did it. See. Look at there. Okay, now y'all gonna follow the instructions on y'all own. I don't know what tell to do yet. But better damn thing.
Link has been dropped.
Oh, please, yeah, la la. I really hope you feel better, boo boo. Cause that baby
Right,
Lisa ain't nothing worse than being sick. The
right.
beginning of the summer or the beginning of the cold season. Cause them colds last longer. Cause the weather unstable. Like, yeah. Look at that. I did it. Come on,
You
love. Come on up
did.
here and talk to us. Come over here
She
and ask your question.
she
Now,
asked her question in the comments.
oh, she did. I missed it. Oh, shit.
It's right there.
While I was dropping the comment, y'all let me miss the comment. Hey, Tamara. Hey, hey,
Hey,
hey,
Samara.
hey. Listen to
Hey.
me. We dropped the link. Y'all come on up if you want to. We're gonna look at this from our perspective over here. We both watch. Listen, we both watched the weekend. I ain't been tuned in too much since it went left and got real disrespectful. I love
Mhm,
petty. I don't like stuff that'll make me catch a charge. So I
mhm.
stopped watching it. Certain things at that point.
Well, I did not stop watching, but I
Oh,
did disagree with a lot of the end part. Like you said, when you start involving kids, I totally disagree with that. I would never, um, involve my child in anything that I'm dealing with another adult. That's just, yeah, no. But I mean, to each his own. They handled it how they handled it, and that's what that is. But I wouldn't do it.
but
I wouldn't do it.
right, but yeah, that's something. You and the thing is, other people shouldn't talk about other people kids. Like kids just
Right,
should be off limit. They can't even
right,
have an account, so let them be there.
right.
That's just too much for me. But I'm gonna tell you, sis, when this shit started, sis, we talked about it. I
Hmm.
mean, I remember when Nisi came up on Maybe Live the very first time on YouTube.
Well, you know that
Maybe
I was asleep that night. I missed everything that night. That
you
first
talking about
night.
years ago, like when maybe first
Oh,
started
no,
being on
no.
YouTube.
Yes, remember I wasn't around then either. I just saw a little bit of it. I just saw a little bit of it. I
Right. And
I
so
yeah.
I knew maybe, I mean, that Niecy was crazy about May. And I
Really?
knew that May liked that type of attention. She always has. One thing
Hmm.
about May, people don't, people like that, like she don't say stuff. But one thing about May has always said that she's childish, that she likes to behave that way, and that she love women.
She has
So,
said that. That is true. I have
so
seen
that
her
night,
online.
because Nisi likes to give that type of energy, right? And maybe likes to get it. So it you could just see the craziness that was gonna come. I remember being like, oh my gosh.
Mm, mm, mm.
But then talking to you, and your perspective is like, no, I knew because of da 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 da. So I
Hmm.
was like, that made me really be like, wait a minute, what? Listen to sis, cuz like you said, I am a lesbian.
I am.
So I seen this going this way from the beginning. And then you begin to
Absolutely.
talk to me about the why. And I was like, well, damn, that makes sense to me.
Hmm. Yep. 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 I mean, it's way more emotional and unstable than a man and a woman's relationship. Let me just tell you that. I'll be the first one to admit it. It's very unstable for two women to be together. But it is what it is. We love who we love. We like who we like. Love, I have not forgot about your question. Just give me a moment.
I highlighted it.
I see.
So we
but
don't
it
forget where we at.
but it's definitely different. But what I did want to put out there first thing is the touch me not situation. If you are dating a touch me not, she is simply that, a touch me not. You cannot expect to touch her when she's telling you she's not one to be touched. Marriage, not married, promises, no promises. She not gonna let you touch her. Period. She's
Mm,
into a touch me not is into pleasing you, not you pleasing her. So a touch me not goes full force with a pillow princess. Write that down. So a
mm,
pillow princess is a female who does not want to engage in performing sexual, activities on another female. They just want to be serviced. So that's what a pillow princess is. Am I a pillow princess? Absolutely not. Is my wife a touch me not? Absolutely not. So, with that being said, you should never be a sexual being like how Maybe is and decide that you want to date a touch me not. It's never gonna work.
mm.
You're too sexual. You're way too sexual. So you're gonna want to touch. You're gonna want to feel. You're gonna want that pleasure. You're gonna want all of that because yeah, you like sex.
Okay.
So those two are the differences. Love said, "I'm a pillow princess." You absolutely are.
I'm so tired. What Lord of mercy. Now, let me. I can read a question now, chat. I was
Yeah,
scared to
go
read
ahead.
a question. What it say? Say, Miss PJ, how do you know when
Yes, 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 yes.
What the? I ain't even gonna entertain her.
Oh, which one?
Love that comment up there. I heard you answering, but I just wanted to read it again, and I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
entertaining her. Let me get back
you
to
more than and let me just answer it. I feel like you could probably tell, but I don't know about no loosey goosies. I've not had one, and I'm married, and I've been married, for 11 years. So I don't know what a loose, you know, it's pretty tight around here. Let me just say that. So yeah, but no, absolutely. No, that shouldn't be a relationship at all, considering how both of them are.
what? What live, la la? What I missed? I told y'all I've been breast. I didn't know that Blicky Purple and Just Lay did a live. Where they went live at on Facebook?
She tried talking about the one where you was on, the one that you were on. Weren't you on live? Yeah,
Oh,
I think that's the one with Ivan.
yeah, but we didn't really talk much about this as much as we wanted
Hey,
to.
Shalay.
Hey, Just Lay, I ain't even see her come in. Should I be trying to keep up with the shit and can't? But yeah, but yeah, like you were saying, when we talked about it, sis, and that's what made me stop and think about it when you was talking about it from your perspective, your life. Like you can get this. And you was talking about, I didn't even listen. I didn't even think about like though all of those dynamics. I
Right.
knew and I never understood with the way the
The Wake the Fuck Up Live. What are you talking about?
I don't know, but I'm sure if the three of them was on there, they sure got it together. Whatever they said, that what I know, baby, they'll get it together. I know it was good and funny, but I didn't even see it, so I ain't even watched it yet. But I go watch. I've been asleep. But oh, okay, Lala, you know I'm crazy. I can't, baby. I don't know. Well, that's because I was no, no.
Oh, yeah,
Yesterday.
the one I replayed. Yeah, she said, "Man, what the fuck up?" I was like, "Oh my
Y'all know I need a reminder, but like I don't. The thing for me is with the whole Whitney situation is like Whitney was clear right from the
god."
beginning
Hmm.
that she is
Touch me not.
that she is a touch me not right,
Right.
and so I feel like as like
She don't want to
uh,
be touched. If you do anything otherwise, then you're in the wrong, and it's you pretty much out of line. You out of bounds. She don't want to be touched, and that's the dynamic of understanding being in a lesbian relationship. If you don't know how to be a lesbian, stop it. Stop trying, please. Please.
I'm not
If
gonna
you
be a
don't know
lesbian.
what the differences are between a stud, a femme, a stitch, if you don't know all the different names and acronyms and whatever, please go look it up. Please go look it up. Especially if you're getting into a relationship. Like, I couldn't understand why Niche was coming from a marriage and going to poly. Bad
Well, wait a
decision.
minute though, sis. You heard the tea that Nisa, baby, Nisa dropped about that she's not even divorced yet. She's still married, not coming from, is currently actively married.
Yes, I did hear that. But to come into a lesbian relationship and a poly one at that, bad decision. Bad decision. You don't go from a man to two women or three women. That's too much. You don't even know how to begin to be a lesbian. Let's just be clear. Let's
Well,
just be clear. So, I just feel like it was just yeah, it was a lot of y'all should have sat down and had a discussion because it needed to be in stone about what was going to take place and what was not going to take place. You can't make people do things that they don't want to do. Like I said, you cannot make a touch me not be touched. Period. It's gonna be
right.
uncomfortable. It's not gonna feel correct. It's not gonna be what they want because they've already told you what they want. Now, yes, she may have done it because she was trying to please her wife, but when she let you know that that's not what it was and that she's not comfortable with it, you should let it go. Like, and a lot of people have these intentions of I'm gonna do what somebody has never done. No, not with a touch me, not you won't.
Right. Love, listen here. Ain't no way they talk about this much coochie and they are not lesbians. Let me just be clear for the heterosexual community. They got to be.
Hey,
Oh,
Blicky.
hey, Blicky. Now they might not be, listen, there's a lot of different. There's a lot of different people feel like they do things a different way, and there is no way to do it right. I think everybody should just be able to be comfortable in their own skin,
Mm-hmm.
comfortable with themselves. That is
Right.
the goal,
Right.
right? And so
Right.
that makes everything else better when all of those places are settled and at peace. So I just don't understand how it's just so crazy to me that they're even in these situations. Like it was unstable and unhealthy to start with. And for me it's like I don't even care, the dynamic, but it does matter. I do agree that it after talking to you,
Mm-hmm.
agree it does matter. But listen, how do you how do you like to have as much sex as Tiana May Smith likes to has enjoyed over the years openly, publicly on her platform? That's how she made a lot of her money was because of her lifestyle. So it how you go from that to marrying someone who says, I don't want to touch you. I don't want you to touch me
Right.
regardless of the reason why. That ain't none of our business. But I'm sure May know the why.
Right.
So if you love her, you respect that like to the utmost.
Right.
Like that's it, that's all, right? Like you
Right.
have to understand, and we all have trauma. Like, well, sis, but I suffer from
Yes.
sexual PTSD.
Yes.
I was sexually assaulted as a child more than once. So
Mm-hmm.
I have my things. Like there's certain things that are triggering for me, even
Right.
at 47 years old.
Right.
There are
Right.
times where I wake up out of my sleep fighting for my life because I just had a dream that took me back, right? Where I was being assaulted. So it happens, but Brown Sugar bear responsibility as my husband, as
Mm-hmm.
someone who says he loves me. I don't care that we're man and woman. His responsibility is to respect those things that are triggering for me. There's certain things we don't do in the bedroom because it triggers me.
And that's why you've had a conversation about it.
And so you don't have to, but he ain't over here expecting. Listen, I was
Yes.
sodomized as a child
Yes.
by, and so that's something I don't do.
Right.
It's a no go, but I don't want to talk about it. I don't care what's available. I ain't doing it. And so
Right.
I wish that it's not going to happen. And that's something that he has, every man I've ever been with, because y'all all know, baby, I used to get them coins. And I was never a happy meal hoe. But anyway, um, I, he understands, but it's always been a thing. Like that's my boundary, right? Like that's something for me. So for anyone to ever try to slip or let me just put the head in, y'all ladies know, baby, absolutely not. The answer is no. And we finna fight. Like it's really just that simple, right? And
Right.
so for me, hearing the way that the anger behind it, it's
Mm-hmm.
just kind of crazy.
Yeah,
Like
that the part that
be
got
that
me was
open.
the she gonna give me some or she gotta go. No, bruh. That's not happening because you knew she wasn't gonna give you none before she got there. She told you what she was. If you didn't understand it, you should have told her to better explain it to you. What a touch me not is. See, May don't need a touch me not or pillow princess because she get down and dirty. So she need another down and dirty motherfucker. That's what she needs.
And you
That's what
heard
she
her. She
needs.
said that what she brought Nisa there for. That what she just said now when they fell out in the first 48. In the first 48 hours, y'all heard. Then I say the first 40. I thought it was gonna be it was the last 48, but now it's the first 48 because baby, they still going. So the first 48, maybe I said that she said she was just a nasty little mix. She just wanted to get down on it. Get down on it. Not busy. And so, and that's the thing, but that's so unfair,
It
you
is.
know.
It
And
is.
then,
I
but
just
you
feel like
heard
you knew
what?
what I feel like she knew what she was getting. I honestly, I know people keep saying she said, Whitney said after marriage. She is a touch me not. After marriage or not, she's not giving it to you. Period. Understand what it means. That's what I'm saying. People just be out here doing stuff. No, you cannot make that girl. You just can't. You just can't. And I'm gonna leave it at that. You can't.
You and I feel like she over there like beating her head on the wall in the regards to that, right? And you knew this. You the older person. And see, this where it come to me, and this is why I remind myself what I have heard May say forever, that she is childish, she is blah blah blah, all of this here. But no, you're not. You have children. You are not a child, and you need to stop acting like one playing on people's tops.
Right.
Like you think you can change and make people do what you want them to do. And let me tell you something. The truth is, May will never have no one that loves her genuinely and that she loves genuinely as long as it's always forced. Period. Because if you
Yes.
got to force it, it will never be genuine.
Yes. And I definitely see a control thing over there. Between she always says, I'm a Taurus, I'm a Taurus. I have a Taurus. And my wife acts nothing like you.
Baby, not at all.
Nothing.
Sis,
And
not at
she's
all.
younger than you as well. And she acts nothing like you. Nothing. And I'm sorry, to me, May is a stud. Period.
For real, that's what you would classify her for real too? Dang. They been saying it, sis. They been telling her. I can believe her. That's what they
Hell.
said
She a stud. I don't give a damn what nobody say. She a
now.
stud.
But you know what? And the
I'm
truth
a girl,
is,
sis. I'm a girly girl, so I can call her that. She is a
and you
stud.
can say whatever you want to right here. You know, this our platform got internet. You can say whatever you want to say, and I'm gonna believe you because this is your life, right? This ain't.
Right.
This is something that you do. You live this, so hey, I'm gonna trust and believe what you say because
And been
girl,
living it.
somebody.
I have not been with no man. Been living it. Been living it. So I know that, some of the stuff she wants from these women, she ain't gonna get. And
Mm.
women, baby, they'll get down with you. It's not like you with a dude. A dude ain't gonna fight you. A dude ain't gonna. Women, they gonna get down with you. Period. So,
I mean, like they be scrap. Listen, baby, they'll scrap. You understand?
mhm.
She said that they done tied locked up a couple times though. Now
Yeah,
May
she did,
said
and
I
I read
wasn't
that
saying
part as well. And I definitely believe it because they're two women.
it.
They're two
Mm.
women.
And
So
not only
yes.
it's such a hostile environment. It have to be. Y'all come on up and y'all want to talk. But the thing, like for me though, there always has to be in a relationship in a marriage. Because listen, Whitney and May are married. They got the same last name and a piece of paper that's going to cost them thousands of dollars to make null and void. You understand?
Contract.
Well, hello, but there has to be this give and take, this ebb and flow that has to happen because once you've been married for more than 5 years, listen, the newness wear off. And
Mhm.
that's when you really be like, okay, that's when you really it becomes you choose it, right? You choose the type of marriage you're gonna have. And is it always perfect? Is there no? Listen here, you gonna argue, and the longer you together, the more disagreements you gonna have because it's just what happens. And then
Mhm.
you get to a point where it's like, what the heck? No, I'm. Why is we are? Marriage goes through these, but there has to be a yin and yang. There has to be, and I feel like I don't know how it would ever work with just dynamics of marriage, right? Just this is all I'm thinking.
Mhm.
Because both of them want to be in charge.
Mhm.
Somebody always got to say, okay. It's just what has to happen, and sometimes that may be the dominant one, and sometimes that may be the more feminine. It's back and forth, but that's what has to happen.
Right. You have to also learn to agree to disagree. You know, you're not going to agree with everything the other person says, but you have to learn that, okay, hear me out and I'm going to hear you out. And if we still don't agree on what one another is saying, then I have my beliefs and I have you have yours, and we just going to be respectful of what one another has to say. We don't have to agree the same way or whatever, but I mean, we need to listen to one another and understand.
And sis,
Right.
that's one thing that's missing all over, up in, through, around the corner, and around the way too.
Yes.
Respect. Oh
Yes.
my God.
Yes.
My God. My God. My God.
Like I told you, me and Yummy,
Ooh.
we have roles. She's a stud, yes. I'm a femme, yes. Um, she's dominant. So, like I told you, she gonna take out the trash. She gonna walk out the dog. She gonna walk the dog. She's gonna do all those things. And don't get me wrong, she has her special dishes and things that she cook. But I am the woman. I cook. I clean up the kitchen. I don't expect those things out of her because that's my choice and that's what I choose to do. Hanging pictures and all that, no ma'am, I'm absolutely not going to do it, but she has no problem with doing it. So we understand our roles in our lesbian relationship. And trust me, if I try to do something that she's supposed to do, she gonna look me up and down, and she gonna come to me and be like, why you do that? Or that's not what you're supposed to be doing, or don't do this again, or whatever. And then that is when I say, okay.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
We have that understanding. So yes, okay. Absolutely.
And I don't and that's right. Oh, sorry. La, in all even in friendships, right? Like there has to be room to grow, to
Yes.
develop, to but you have to be able to be comfortable with who you are in order to be there. And I just, that's the thing for me. And that's been that way since the beginning,
Right.
right? Like
Right.
when I first heard that, because I watched May up until that situation with the shake it for a T-bone with Tati. And she
Mm-hmm.
told Tati on that live, if you ever listen, our children make mistakes and our job as they parents is to love them. You know what I'm saying? Never not to do that.
Yes.
So May has a huge platform and everybody saw that. And so for me, I lost there was no there's no coming back from that. And so I had watched it, but even when Whitney first came, I was like, I went and talked to my people that I got that I could talk to, and I was like, okay, so I make sure I understand and touch me not, because I want to make sure I'm, understand before I form an opinion. But when I understood, I was like, that part would never work for May.
No.
Just because of who she been over the years being herself, which is perfectly fine.
Right.
But that don't line up.
Right.
Like A and B was not in order. You know what I'm saying? It was more like
Right.
an A and an L, and there just wasn't enough space, enough in the middle to fill it in.
Right.
So and then later on, all the truth came out about that she came there to troll May, and it was all of these things. And so I feel okay, y'all had a good dinner.
Yes. Enjoy your dinner. Enjoy your girls.
Yeah, Lord, y'all have a good dinner and enjoy yourselves. We love you too, homie. And but I just it's so many things that are just red flags, right? Not yellow flags, red flags.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like why I'm curious. My thing is why, and I say this all the time, why at her age are these behaviors still acceptable?
Right. Right. For her.
Right, exactly.
Acceptable for her.
Why do you want? why do you want to do this? Like, why do you, what is this about for real? And so I think it's some May issues. Like, May has been through a lot on this internet. This is just what we seen, right?
Right.
You need a therapist. You need a counselor. Go talk to somebody.
I agree with
Get
that.
somebody that can help you process all of these different changes that are going on in your life and have happened over the last 2 years. Like,
Yeah.
as a grown woman, can you please be an example of that?
Right.
Of that alone. And for me, I don't want to. I don't care what. I understand we have traumas and go through things, but you don't have to continue that way. If you don't
Yeah.
want to. And
I
she
mean,
chooses to do that.
yeah, a lot of trauma. I've been through trauma, and it made me grow up. It made me more
Mm,
mature. It made me want to have a better life for myself, my child, my wife, my family. It just made me want to do things differently. Come on, like the stuff you doing, I could never. My
hello.
my son is 25. I could never date someone around his age, you know, at all, ever. Because what can you do for me? I am established. There is nothing you can do for me.
Right. Well, love. As long as you know it. Hey, I gotta tell you, if you honest with yourself.
And that's what a lot is missing, being honest with themselves.
Right, that part. Like, and then you can't, the thing is, you can't do things with poor intentions. So if Whitney's initial intentions with her were negative, right, and she had ill will in her planning, you gonna reap that. It's coming back to you.
Right,
One thing I can guarantee you about this life, and I don't got no questions about, is you will always reap what the fuck you sow. Period. And if you
right.
don't reap it, your children will. So you
Yeah.
better be mindful of what you sowing,
And
what
I
you
think,
doing, who you doing it to.
yeah, I think Blicky said that too when she was
Yeah.
talking to Niecy. I think she also said, it doesn't necessarily, karma doesn't necessarily happen to us. It trickles down to other people that we love. And it does.
Hello, Miss King.
Hey, Shalay, how are you?
Oh, wrong panel. Ain't no chalet up here. This is Peaches and April. How you doing?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I
It's
apologize. The
okay.
voices sound the voices sound familiar. How you ladies doing this evening?
We're
We all
doing good.
right.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I have a little free time tonight and finally don't have to work. But are you guys talking about the demonic evil soul maybe?
The lies over the weekend. All of the drama.
I just
All
want
of the drama.
Yeah, I just wanted to elaborate because this listen, I have 6 kids. God rest my oldest 2 kids passed on. They passed on to heaven. My son passed away at 12. He would have been 31 next month. And then my oldest daughter passed away 2 years ago. She would be 20. She just actually had a heavenly birthday on the 11th, 29. And then I have a 24-year-old, get maybe 25, 21, and then I have 16-year-old twins. And
Oh,
I'm saying that yeah, they passed. My oldest two passed away from medical malpractice. So it wasn't like they weren't sick. They came down being sick from malpractice.
I'm
But
sorry.
yeah, but I say that to say maybe Whitney. So Whitney, I think her thing is she doesn't have anywhere to go. But if she think likewise, because the way May's threatening that girl, like who can live under those circumstances? Every day you're threatening you're going to divorce me. Just leave. Let me be. I mean, Whitney can leave if she wants to leave, but we know how that's going to go. May's going to act a fool, and you see how she switches it up for her narrative when things don't go her way.
Mm.
So she's of course she's using Whitney to the best of her advantage. But remember, I keep reminding her, and I be posting that so she can see it because I know she's looking at Whitney. You said Ivan wasn't going anywhere. What happened? So
Hmm.
you keep saying Whitney's not going nowhere. In the moment, she may not be. But I think Whitney got a game plan. And I think it's just a matter I was talking to 2K, and I think it's a matter of her just maybe not having a stable place to stay. But if Whitney know, like I know, she don't have kids, she got to follow Ray. She just got her to take care of her. She better get out of there and make something happen real quick. Because if she's able to pay May's insurance and give her that money, then she can find her a little studio or something for herself.
She
But I,
can.
yeah,
She
she just,
can.
I mean, why she's not doing it, I don't know. But May's evil, and I think anyone that been around May, they need a cleansing. They need their spirit clean. They need to be saged. They need something because that woman is nothing but the devil. The devil. I'm sorry, but not sorry because she doesn't understand the concept of loyalty. And then my issue, and I'm going to end here, is you're messing with our black young women. I have a niece. She's 31, actually. She'll be 32. She'll be 31 and think she just moved. And she happens to be in LGBTQ. She's a lesbian. She was married. She divorced before she left. And she now lives in Texas. I wish May would. The thing is, she don't understand because my family and where we from, oh, we'll catch a flight, honey. But all that mouth and then cat, girl, go get those teeth fixed and clean yourself because you're talking about this and that and showing it to somebody's bus stop. That's not cool at all. And you're saying it publicly.
Yeah. The
But
threats
That's
you
not
know,
okay.
the threats have to go. It's ridiculous. Don't
It's
threaten me.
done. You don't threaten. Don't threaten. Once you threaten me, I'm catching a flight. I'm in the next state. It's nothing for me to catch a flight, book a flight. I got frequent traveler miles and I got buddy points because I got family that work for airlines. So listen, if it gets down to it, May, I'm saying May, pause. Pause is gonna have to be put on her because somebody needs to stop her in her track because she thinks she hasn't been touched. She's untouchable. She got this big bat. May, you can't. You're not gonna do anything. You scared of your own shadow.
mm,
You're
See?
scared of your own shadow. Cat too. You don't even come outside. Look, you walk. You just had surgery. You're walking around in the yard. No, go walk. Walk those dogs. Get out. Walk a block. Walk a mile. Walk 30 minutes. Don't walk around in circles. It's somewhat beneficial, but it's really not because you're not getting the full effect of the weight loss and the surgery and the health that you need by walking
Yeah.
around. The reason you're not going outside of your comfort zone is because you know your mouth is so big. And all you talk about what you're gonna do if somebody, whatever. And I sent Nisi a message. I said, listen, all bets are off. If they show up at your house, all bets are off. Somebody's going in a stretcher and somebody's going in a hearse. You won't show up at my house.
Right. I wish you
Okay.
would.
See, that's my comfort zone. That's why I live, where I lay my head. Only my 21-year-old and my 16-year-old twins live with me. My oldest daughter has her own place and no kids. But you won't show up at my house and think you're gonna leave the same way you walked in.
That's
mm.
right. That's your
You're not.
solitude. That's your peace. No, don't come and disturb my peace. This is where
So
my
Nisi
kids
has
lay
all
my
the right
head.
to protect herself and whatever that entails. Where if she got to get some hot water, some lye, some hot grits or something, she got to protect herself. You come to my door, all bets are off. And then Texas is a what is it, the where you can carry you whatever, they more lenient on that kind of stuff. So she has a right to protect herself. And Kat talking about come to my kids bus stop if I mean thank God my kids are older, but if you come by my kids bus stop if you want, honey, you gonna get some fire under your ass, and it ain't gonna be no bullets. It ain't gonna be bullets. Mm-mm.
Right.
No, it
Right.
ain't. It ain't because we don't fight with we fight with hands. We don't fight with weapons. We're not trying to take your life. We're just trying to teach you a lesson. Okay. But you ladies have a good night. I just wanted to say
You
my
too.
piece.
Thank you for coming up. Thank
Of
you for
course,
coming
you
up
guys
and
be
giving your
blessed.
opinion.
I'm gonna chime in. You're welcome. Be blessed, honey.
You
All
Yep.
right,
too.
Miss T.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're
Bye.
welcome.
I love it.
So
I
you
love it.
know, I just feel like listen, and I agree with what Shalay said. This how I feel. I don't think none of them is gonna do that. But then again, I didn't think the last time we saw the rumble at the pool was gonna happen, right? So
Right.
I didn't really think that was gonna happen, right? Even though all the talking I didn't. So I'm not sure. I hope my thought is I hope it doesn't happen.
Right.
And
Pulling
yeah,
up.
it's good. It's
Yeah.
good content. It's fun to watch. It's all of these things, right? But I
Pulling up
really
is
hope
a
it doesn't because
strong statement. If you tell me you're going to pull up on me, trust and believe I'm expecting you to. So, with that being said, when you get here, it's fair game. And I live in Texas as well. Therefore, yeah, I know all about them laws. Not the
well you
police either, the Texas laws.
well you know I'm in Florida and we open carry. You don't even need a permit to conceal here anymore. You can carry it however you want to.
Right. And we got Sue and Woo over here. So Yummy got
Baby.
hers and I got mine. So listen, don't even
Baby.
try it. That's why I don't even get into mess or shit on here because we not stable. Neither one of us. I told y'all lesbian relationships are different. We ain't stable either. And we emotional.
Baby, listen, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. One of the reasons I never went
Right.
over to batted over there or ever got
Mhm.
a lot is because I used to think about that. I oh no, we can't both have a time of the month and have a bill to pay every month. And how we gonna get along?
And
I
then it
knew
sync
for
up
me
too.
that I could never, baby. Listen, we can't get along because I'm
No.
gonna tell you, being in the Navy, right? When you're
Hmm.
around these other women, you sync up, right?
You do. You
And I
do.
can remember how crazy it would get at certain time. There's no way I could be a lesbian. Absolutely not. I'd be ready to box. Like we would be squaring up like regularly. Like, and I knew that, so I could never cross that line because I knew. But that was my thought behind it was the hormones, the just knowing what I went through with my monthly bill. I couldn't imagine having two of us in there and then when my daughters got of age, I was so happy I decided not to because I we be ready to square up.
Yeah, women around women.
Oh, it's something. I
Different
don't but
attitudes, different it's different. And
shoot.
yeah, no, yeah, women period being around women, it more than likely to be a fight. Much different than being around men. So
Exactly. Even in friendships with women are different than friendships with men.
yes, yes, and another thing with men, women are jealous. So even though I know everybody's saying, Whitney said, yeah, you can be poly because I can't fulfill your needs. She ain't mean that shit. She ain't mean that shit. Women are jealous. They're jealous.
Mm.
I don't want to see my wife with no one else. My wife don't want to see me with no one else. And that poly would never be a thing for us. Never. Because who you
Oh,
touching? No, don't touch her. That's my wife. No, I'm not going to bring in another person because I will slide you across that floor touching mine. It is, we just have that understanding that it's not going to happen. It's not for me at all. It's definitely not for me. I can't do it.
did you say
Can't do it.
slide
Won't do
across
it.
the floor, sis? Now I thought my Diddy drag was funny, but you said slide across the
Yeah, I'm
floor.
gonna slide the bitch across the floor and out the front door. Nah, you don't belong here. It just can't happen. I mean, it's been a discussion. We talk about everything, me and Yummy. So yeah, it's been a discussion, and it's just not gonna happen. It's not for
No.
us.
I just need a housekeeper and a chef and a laundry attendant. Baby, that's what I need in my life. I don't need a poly princess. I need
No, you ain't need no poly nothing.
no,
I don't
no,
do
baby.
extra. One and
I
two.
can't.
1, 2, and these fur babies. That's all you gonna get. You're not gonna get another female or nothing. No, it's just not happening. So I don't think that even if you're not doing what you should do, you should get help to see what you can do in your relationship to make it better instead of continuously bringing other people in and causing a big mess and uproar. It's ridiculous. It's not working, obviously. So stop doing it.
Like I said, they definitely need to heal. And they are married. So listen, when you're married, it changes the entire idea of what you can't do. How you gonna move, how you gonna how are you gonna I don't understand the lesbian aspect, but I understand marriage.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's pretty much the same. It's just two women.
And if you have exactly, the dynamics may be a little different, but the
Mhm.
foundation of marriage is the same.
Yes.
I don't care
Yes.
who you are. If you have a spouse, it's different. And when a marriage is over, it is best that both people to go ahead when it's this volatile, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, they got to make a choice. Either they're gonna get counseling because they need it, and I'm not talking about I'm not talking about Whitney. I'm talking about as a marriage, as a couple. They need individual and couple. I don't
Yes,
care what nobody say.
individual
Period.
first. We went through counseling, so individual counseling first, as well as couples counseling. You need them
Right. They
both.
need a marriage counselor
Yes,
like immediately because and they need to deal with, like I said earlier, maybe it's been a lot. Whitney's been through some things. They obviously need to process those things as well
right,
as the toxicity in their marriage.
right,
And somebody's gonna have to help them process it. And I don't mean a poly princess. I
correct.
mean a professional with
Yes,
help, like a counselor.
yes.
So what did y'all think of the Chanel poly what Chanel
Polly
poly
Princess.
princess come on up here and tell us, Ash. I don't even know what you know what you're talking about, sis?
I'm not sure.
Uh,
Ash, I
Oh,
can't.
it must be about maybe if it's childish. Everything she do when everything she do when she mad or hurt be petty. And that's childish. I one grown woman to another. Facts.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Me.
Chanel who? You talking about the baby mama Chanel? Oh, okay, Ash.
She said the way I'm saying this
Well,
chicken.
which Chanel is we talking about Ivan baby mama? Chanel?
That's the only Chanel I know.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. What you finna do with that chicken you shredding over there? Or you mean you tearing it up
But she
eating it?
turned that chicken up, means she eating it.
You
It's
cooking.
about that time.
Oh, darn.
She was a Polly Princess about a couple of weeks ago for May.
Oh,
Oh.
I missed that until the first 48. I hadn't watched maybe, or I've never really watched Nisa. I've never watched her. And I had stopped watching May. But when this jumped off, the first 48 I watched, but I haven't watched them since Sunday because yesterday and the day was too much. They get on them cheering and stuff. Oh, I ain't know that. Well, how the heck that happened fast? But I guess what they met through maybe. That's how they got introduced. But baby, I don't know. That's crazy.
Oh wow. That's just even more messy. That's just adding more mess and stirring it into the pot that's already mixed up. So that's just more mess. And it's probably meant for more mess, pretty much. Let's just be let's just be honest. And me, I've never been one
Mm-hmm.
to jump out of one relationship and be able to jump right into another one. How the fuck do you do
Ooh.
that? Bitch, I'm
Well,
emotional over this one. So I damn sure ain't finna get into another one and put all those emotions into that relationship because I'm ignorant. We'll
look,
already be fighting. So no.
hey, listen, I don't mind DV. I've experienced it before since we in the month of domestic when listen, I've been there, but you gonna have to square up with me. You understand? That's just it. That's all,
Yeah.
baby. It's too much in here to bust you in the head, cut you, baby. There's options around here, fella, and we finna get it and get got. You understand? We gonna scrap up. Well, we finna get it together, but we finna fight. So I don't. But that's kind of crazy. Oh wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go, and then I'm gonna have to go look at that because I hadn't seen that yet. But that's news to me. Messy news, but it's news to me.
Hey, oh wait, I ain't going to see. Listen,
I'm going.
it's crazy in this big wide world. That's it. See, the thing for me is, the only person I've ever had a monogamous relationship with is my husband.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And so, oh, somebody, when you see him in the back, hey, Letter, how you doing, my green sister? Who is this? Oh, never mind.
Say hey. Hey.
Daniel,
Hey. As you read it, I was like, oh, let me fix that. Let me fix that.
I was like, shit, I got some here sounding shit out.
So I just wanted to talk a little bit about the Niecy and Chanel situation. I think Preston, excuse me, sorry y'all, he just coming home from school, so he hyped. I think
Is
it's a
that
little weird.
P?
Yes, girl, that's P.
Hey,
Hey,
P. Uh-oh, she'll come back.
what happened? She'll come
She'll
back.
come
I
back.
know. Cause she'll give us the 411.
Yeah, I just think I hadn't seen that, and I just think that it's abrupt, and you were just crying. So for me, it's just like, yeah, you just don't really have no feelings. Let's just be
Listen,
clear. Y'all don't have no feelings because there is absolutely no way that you jump from her to her to her to her. And also to him, to her, to her, to her. It's just ridiculous. What are you doing? You nasty.
just nasty. And the truth is, the thing for me is, if you want to do you, just don't put nobody else in it.
Be
Like,
single.
you don't have to be in a relationship.
That's
You
right.
choose to put yourself in that role and
That's
say,
right.
I'm in a relationship. You choose that. Why not just be single? Listen here. I enjoyed. Let me tell you something now. But you gotta be honest. And there was people, and I'm not saying there were people who care for people want to, but if you know that that ain't in you to do that, or that's not what you want to do, then don't hurt other people just trying to satisfy yourself.
Right.
That's stupid.
Right.
That is, you know what I'm saying? That's just stupid to do that. Do not
Right.
hurt other people to make yourself happy.
You have
Easy
too
peasy.
many options, especially in the LGBTQ community. You have too many options to go with this person. Oh, go with that person. You can have a relationship with different people and just be single and not have to, hurt one another's feelings or keep bringing other people into mess and keep having this explosion all over the internet because y'all don't really know what y'all getting into. Just be single.
It really is that easy. You even listen. Let me tell you something. I used to have a couple of brothers, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happened, Shalay? I
She's
hope you come
saying you
back
are
up here because
tripping.
you know I want the tea. You know
Right.
I'm ready, but I don't
I'm
really want to go watch it.
look, I'm on my phone trying to go find it.
Listen, I love me a Cliff Note version,
Right.
but I used to like we used to switch cars. So like depending on what I had to handle, right, I would take their car. They'd take my car. And so, I just feel like I don't know. I don't know. It's just weird to me that they want to be committed and single all at the same time.
Right.
And I don't know where I was going with that, but oh no, I know where I was going. So there's a when you out there like that, either you meant to be a hoe or you meant to be monogamous.
Mm-hmm.
Which one you want to do? And you go through seasons in your life. I think we all have seasons. I think we all have a season to be each.
Right.
But you got to choose that. You got to play that lane. But as an adult, you have to be responsible and accountable enough to tell other people how you genuinely feel. One thing
Right.
about me, I don't play them type of games. If something you do bother me, I'm gonna talk to you about it. Now I don't get bothered by a lot because I really just be like, I just be like, whatever, you know.
Right.
But if you have to be responsible for your choices, your behaviors, and your actions. Period.
Period.
And you shouldn't hurt other people. And that's what keep happening, right? Like, and every time somebody get mad, it's a big blast.
Yeah, everybody tell everybody business, and that shit I'm definitely not with. You don't get on here and try to blast me because we didn't work out. The fuck is that about?
It's crazy because
Yeah,
it's just
no.
crazy to me how they go back and forth, how they one minute we so in love and the next minute we can't stand each other.
And that's
See
what
the
I
thing,
don't get. That's what I
yeah,
don't get.
like I don't, I how does it get how do you go from a black snake uh, to a rattlesnake? Like that don't happen. So you had to have been the rattlesnake the whole time.
Right.
And so how why do you do
I
that?
also want to talk about the respect level as
Yes.
a married couple. The respect level
Mm,
is beyond me because there's absolutely no way you could air all of my business out and put me out there like that on the internet. Like, we have a marriage and our marriage is sacred. So the things that happen with us should not be for everybody. So I definitely don't get down with the way the information is exposed on the internet about their marriage and what's going on in their marriage and what's not going on in their marriage is disgusting. Because yeah, we could never overhear. No,
not
everybody would
never.
be on our ass. Everybody would be on our ass. Like, seriously,
Like
there is no way.
I shouldn't know things about Whitney that Whitney didn't share because her wife exposed it.
Right,
You
right,
know what I'm saying?
right,
That's crazy. That
right.
is the ultimate betrayal. Like I don't like I don't understand.
There
Like
she go.
oh yay. Hey. Shalay.
She back.
Oh, she muted. Well,
There she go.
Chad, I still want the Cliff Note versions. Oh, it said not connected. She should be back. I hope.
She's still there. It just has.
Remember, it kicked you out a couple times in the beginning, and
Oh,
me
yes,
too. So there's something going on
yes.
with them.
Of course, it would happen when we trying to go live.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what happened Saturday, y'all. We was having technical difficulties, but yeah, there is no respect. But at the
None.
same, but how do you show other people respect when you don't show no respect for yourself, sis?
Yeah, and that alone right there, I could have never been in a relationship with you.
Mm.
StreamYard don't want me to support my sisters. I swear.
It was tripping for us earlier too. It kept dropping us off.
I'm like, dang, and I don't know how to not be the host, so I'm sitting here like, where the mute button? Where the mute button?
Kick your shoes
Lord.
up over here.
Hey y'all. Okay, so I
Hey.
was so busy trying to get back in. I don't
Uh-oh. You went out. We can't hear you. You still there, but we can't hear
I
you.
went out again.
Oh,
Okay.
now you
There
go.
you go.
Okay. I was saying I was so busy trying to get back up here that I don't know where y'all at now. What y'all talking about?
We were just talking about the disrespect in like in a marriage, like, and I said how I know the things that we know about Whitney
That we
that
should
that
know.
her wife exposed, not because she
Hmm.
told us, how disrespectful that really is,
Exactly. I
and what a
agree.
betrayal that is.
I agree. And I feel like that's why Whitney be trolling her so hard because she go hard on Whitney. She talked to her very disrespectful online.
Yes. Say that.
And then
Like,
she just get up there and tell all this lady business. Like, how you know she wanted us to know half of the stuff that you done told us? Not even only about her family as well.
Right.
mm-hmm.
Right. Right.
Hey, Ash. Oh yeah. So did y'all get the tea on a Niecy and Chanel situation? Because I want
No,
to
that's
talk
what we
about
were
that.
waiting for.
Okay.
You know I will wait on you.
Well, I only could stand so much of it because I was just like, this is very distasteful, childish,
Yes.
vindictive. Like I don't okay, so low key it sounds like they said, and correct me in the comments, y'all, if I'm wrong, because I didn't stay that long. It sounds like they said they have been talking for a little bit now. Like pretty much, for a couple of weeks at this point or days. But I mean it's only been a couple of days since this has happened, right? Just this weekend.
Right.
So y'all obviously, if y'all know so much or have talked so long to now y'all know y'all want to date, you was already talking to her. So was the plan to, yeah, I mean, did Whitney just help you leave that situation faster? Because now she's saying her house has been compromised. She want to pick up and leave and move to wherever the lady at.
Oh.
Like, now you moving the babies again because your house is compromised. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
What?
I think it's very childish, though. I don't like right now should be a time where you're trying to get yourself together and your kids established and but now you're already jumping in another relationship and an internet one at that.
That's what I don't understand. How you go from one to another within a matter of hours, not even days, hours, because y'all still on one another, bashing one another. So how do you go on to another relationship? You've been in that relationship, like you said. You've been
Right.
there.
I think they already been talking, but the lady said she reached out and she hit Niecy up, but she was trying to holler at Niecy the whole time while they were on when she was up there on May's panel. Oh, I came outside to get away from y'all and y'all follow me out here.
Listen, parenting.
I was trying to be a quiet space for y'all. My bad.
Oh no,
No,
we
they're fine. They are fine. We on YouTube.
welcome.
But
Oh
yeah,
wow.
Yeah,
it
that's
But
sounds
new.
like this is
I
going to
got
be
to go watch
interesting.
that. That's interesting. But I'm with you on that. It's messy, it's malicious, and it's definitely with intent to start another uproar, like another week of this shit.
trying to get that Christmas bag, baby. That's all that makes sense to me. But you know that I really hope, and I don't really watch Niecy, but how old is Niecy? Anybody know how old Niecy is?
28. I did
Oh
catch that.
Lord. Y'all
28.
know my two oldest daughters are 27. I thought she was close to some of them
Mm-hmm.
age.
Right. Right.
I couldn't.
And so the lady is 38,
What lady?
the Chanel lady.
Chanel.
Oh, y'all know. I hope I know Niecy is. She has her children and the issue. She trying to get them lined up with all that they need, and I get it. Right, as mothers, we often have to sacrifice what we need for the need of our kids. But I really hope that she can find someone, a therapist that she could talk to, because what she's looking for, she is finding pieces of it, kind of like shark teeth at the beach. She's finding pieces, but she's getting parts from all of these different beaches. So there's no way it's the same animal, right? That
Mm-hmm.
she's looking for initially. So I really hope she will stop and talk to somebody about what it is she's looking for so that she can effectively find that, because she's looking for guidance. I know what she's looking for. She doesn't may not even know, but she's looking for guidance. She's looking for someone to help her, to lead her, to be her person. But you are now a mother, so you cannot continue to look for those things in these bad places, because this is making you unhealthy. And therefore, as an unhealthy mom, you're not your best mom. You can't be your best self as a
Mm-hmm.
mother. And so I really hope, I don't even know Chanel, but I really hope that she has best intentions and will help Niecy find the things that Niecy needs to find so she can be complete and be healthy and get in a healthy relationship. because right now I don't even know if that's possible.
In other words, find somebody that's actually for you and you're actually for them, and stop trying to use people.
Well, who do you think choosing people? Which one?
I'm just saying, all of them. I just feel like
Okay,
you're
that
getting in
right. I
these
think you're right.
relationships for something to gain. It's not love. I just don't see no love there. Love don't act like that. Not the love that I get and not the love that I give. It don't act like that. It's not messy like that.
She
It
has
don't
some.
involve my children like that. You don't run to the internet like that if you love me and expose my business because you mad at me. That ain't love, baby.
Oh, so
I,
wait a minute, love. Is that the one that came after Niecy and them broke up? Because remember, May say she'd been talking to somebody that was supposed to come. It wasn't after they broke
Mm-mm.
up. But remember, she was supposed to came.
So
Somebody was supposed to been coming to Texas.
To
yeah,
catch a
And
that's
we
the
fight.
girl.
I,
That's the
I
same
want to
Okay.
tell
girl.
y'all about what happened with. Can I tell y'all what happened with the Niecy and Chanel? Because some lady got on Niecy's piano and explain and did an interview. So apparently, Chanel was a potential poly princess to
Mhm.
Maybay. She's never met Maybay. She's talked to Maybay. She said on the phone twice. She said one time for 8 minutes. She remembered all of this. She said for 8 minutes, and she said the whole conversation with Maybay on the phone was about Chanel and Ivan. Baby's mother Chanel. She was
Mhm.
comparing them and wanted to make him jealous. She said that was the second conversation she had with maybe on the phone took place. I guess she was parked. Maybe was parked outside of Niecy baby's house, and she was having a conversation. And Chanel was said she lives 3 hours away in Florida, and she said she never met May. She didn't know May before this. She said honestly, she thinks May is a pretty person. She thinks May is beautiful, but she said she didn't see a potential in May. She said she was talking more on the phone with Nisi during the time that Nisi was still interacting with May. She said she was interacting, but she kind of felt more for Nisi. She really didn't like May, and she wasn't going to waste her time driving 3 hours to see Maybay, and she don't know her. She said she's 38 years old. She does have kids. She lives in Florida, and she's 38. She
No,
has kids.
she's from Florida. She lives in
She's
Texas.
from
She lives
in
3 hours
Texas,
away.
three
Yes.
hours away. And she used to work with kids with disabilities because the lady was asking quite a few questions about the intention and if her and Niecy baby were doing it for to be vindictive. And they said
Mhm.
no, they really have an interest in each other and they're hoping, they can talk. And then Niecy expressed that they had talked several times on the phone, not just texting, but they had some of the conversations, but they didn't FaceTime. And then when they both were comfortable enough, they were going to meet up. And then Nisi mentioned something about she has family that lives, I guess, out that way. So, and her family's supposed to be coming down in a few weeks. But if things don't work out because Nisi said her homes are being threatened, she's being threatened where she lived. The question was asked, would Nisi move? She didn't elaborate on if she would move, but she just said she had family out that way. And
Mhm.
the lady Chanel said, no, I'm stable. I'm established. I don't have any intentions of moving.
Okay.
So they planned on that was they were planning on connecting at some point and coming to meet each other. And I guess the lady asked about, the interaction with each other and the kids and what did that look like? And they elaborated both of them. And then the lady just said, well, I'm proud of y'all. I think this is a good thing, but take your time or whatever. I don't think it's vindictive. I think Nisi was a little hurt, but I'm kind of in a way, to be honest, I think is best for Nisi to get somebody who has a better understanding because Mace wasn't in it. And then Chanel did make it clear that she's not a social media thing. She says she do phlebotomy. She makes pretty good money. So she's not into social media and be on social media. And no, she hadn't met May or known May prior to, reaching out to her about a potential poly princess with them.
So I remember
Oh,
seeing Chanel up on the panel when they introduced her after the niche because you remember I think it was the next day that they brought Chanel up on the panel after the niche shebang. And Chanel, is she the one that said she just had a baby 2 months ago?
She didn't say her. She just said she has kids and she's 38. She didn't elaborate on her kid's age or how many she had.
Oh, okay. Um,
Mm. Hello.
Okay. Okay. So she gave a
Mm.
good rundown
so
of what's been going on between
oh, I'm
me
sorry.
and
She asked
Chanel.
Niecy if Niecy wanted to date anybody other than May. Like, was she gonna do poly with May with somebody else? Niecy said no, she only wanted May. But now she's saying she'd been talking to the girl. So you didn't want the girl when it was she was a potential poly for the both of you. You just wanted May. So Chanel was just gonna be for May, not Whitney or Niecy. But now all of a sudden she introduced her as now she's my poly princess type stuff. So it just
Lord.
It's
Now
funny because
that's
all of her girlfriends be just her girlfriends. No, ma'am, that's not how poly works. That's how May's poly work. Poly is not that way, honey. It is not that way. She
oh,
got a different type of poly. It's called Maybay's poly because that's not how poly works.
oh shoot.
I think
What
somebody said she was just a little comfortable on the panel today. I agree. I'm not saying. I feel like she said she did TikTok when May introduced her the last time. She said she had a TikTok. That's how we found her, right? That because
oh
Feminine Fierce had posted her on her page, and she had a TikTok.
See, I've seen her.
She was
I
on the
think
panel the day that Niche, the next day after they had that big old blow up and they read the information from Niche or whatever. She came up because I made a little status on my thing, kind of being like, doing a little recap. And I was like, Chanel looks familiar. And then now Chanel's back.
oh,
mhm.
okay. Okay. I think I saw her on Feminine and Fierce page.
Ah.
And I think it was like she did a reel or something, maybe Shalay, of herself.
Right,
It was just
right.
her and she maybe was in blue or something. Okay. I just kind of did a quick look at it. I really didn't pay attention because she wasn't really just talked about. Okay. Okay. So I know who she is.
And she was supposed to be coming on the and during the weekend or whatever, and then all of a sudden somebody came up asked me one day like, where what happened with the girl that was supposed to come this weekend? And she was like, I don't know, you tell me. I talked to her once or twice and then I didn't hear nothing from her again. What is it,
Yes.
because her and Niecy were already talking?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
well.
Really,
But
even if they
didn't
are.
May also tell Niecy that she couldn't have a girlfriend too? She also told her she couldn't have a girlfriend, right?
Well, at first they said that Niecy and Niche could do whatever they wanted. Like if they wanted another girlfriend, they could. But then once Niche was out the picture, I guess that's where all of the shebang happened because Whitney got mad because because May said the girl couldn't play with nobody else. So
Yeah, that's what Niecy said.
I
Oh
don't know if
wait.
once she got the cookie, she was like, "Yeah, nah, that's just for me," or what? Because at first it was cool that they had somebody else, and then all of a
Right,
sudden it changed.
right.
Mm-mm. Well.
All right,
Mm.
I'm going back to mommy, and I'm done with my messiness. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Thank you for coming
Thank y'all for having me.
up. Of course,
Yeah,
anytime.
Bye.
anytime.
That's a
Oh
lot.
wow.
That's a lot. And like I said, you cannot be in a poly relationship and think that everybody that come in a relationship is just for you. They are not just for you. It's poly. They're for everybody in the relationship. Like I don't understand that people just make their own rules and it's just crazy to me. But to each his own, but it's not gonna work. And you see it hasn't been working, it's not gonna work moving forward.
Mm.
So it's just not the way that she wants it to work. It hasn't been working.
But you know what? You just cannot listen. You cannot cover up shit with air freshener.
Right,
You understand?
right.
You gonna still know it's shit there. Even if for a quick second you don't smell it. I don't care how much air freshener, candles, stuff you burn, you still gonna know shit there. So until you clean it and remove it. And I feel like that's just what needs to happen. I don't know how anybody in a relationship like I'm so confused because y'all is adults. I'm real confused. These is motherfucking grown folks,
Yeah.
and y'all out here just it's just unstable. Y'all are ludicrous. And listen, I'm not judging nobody because listen, I done been there and done that. Listen, I done told y'all I got a lengthy street resume. But what I'm not doing now and haven't done since I was probably at least 2009, I kind of started slowing down a little bit. Y'all know I'm old. I'm closer to 50 than I ought to be. And thank God though. But uh, when? So when are you going to, oh, excuse me. Oh, when are you gonna stop letting your bullshit affect everything and everybody around you?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Selfish.
and I've been there, I've done it. I've listen, I have had, boy, I used to have a philosophy. I would rather box with a man than a woman any day of the week. That's the type of chick I was in the street, baby. I didn't care.
Right.
And so I was younger. I did it. I've made bad choices, I but y'all too damn old for this.
Y'all heard her.
You too damn old, and that's just it. Niecy baby, not she. But think about that. Niecy baby's a year older than Summer, and so this is when it comes into when you hear Niecy baby talk about her childhood. That's rough when you don't feel like your own parents. And I can't. You can if you have your parents and they love you. What I'm fixing to say, you will never understand. But it does something to you when the bitch that carried you for 9 months don't want you.
Hmm.
They whether you go into foster care or they push you off somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, your father don't want you neither.
Mm-hmm.
And she's so crazy, he can't even be around. Now that you're an adult and you looking back, you seeing all this. But the truth is, I was in foster care because neither one of my parents wanted me.
Right.
Not because they was dead they didn't want me. Nisi went through some of the things she went through because her parents didn't want to be bothered. That do something. Let me be real clear. And you a child. And I know I'm yelling. Let Brown Sugar Bear just looked at me, y'all. Let me calm down.
You
So,
sound
so
fine to me.
listen, it do something because when you're born, I'm a doula. When infants are born, they don't know how to do. Some of them can't even suck. You got to trigger that in them, right? Get them where they will latch and
Mm-hmm.
drink milk, either from a breast or a nipple on a bottle. It doesn't matter. So all they born knowing to do is to holler or and take a breath.
Mm-hmm.
These are the
Right.
things they know to do. They pee, they poop if everything's functioning right. Everything else from that moment is learned or showed to you. The two people that God used to create you don't want to be fucking bothered.
That's the
Out the
problem.
gate.
Yep.
What did and I'm not justifying, but I know who I was at 28. I know who I was when I was 28 years old.
Right.
I'm so grateful that my 27-year-old daughters and my daughter younger than them are not who I was. Never have they been. I'm grateful for that.
Right.
But so and on top of that, all of these other things from choices she's made. But I'm just saying, just that's a perspective that a lot of people are blessed not to know, but it's
Right.
also a perspective that is it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so you got to choose. You have to get up every day. Sometimes there has been moments in my life where every minute was a struggle.
Right.
Every minute was I was looking for something to drink. I used to get off work when I was active duty. We used to get off the ship. First thing I did was pop my trunk and pour some Tang in a glass with a little bit of ice and put a lid on it with a straw.
Mm-hmm.
First thing I did.
Coping. Yep. Yep.
I so so sometimes people deal with things different ways, right?
Right.
I was
Absolutely.
angry. There are people that I could bring on here that will tell you things about me that you would be like, are you for real?
Mm-hmm.
But it's the truth.
Right.
I hit somebody with their car in front of witnesses and then came back and picked his ass up and we went home. You understand? Like
Understand.
with his car.
Right.
It kept going. I did not look to see if he was all right. I found out when I got the fuck back. In front of people. I ain't I don't got much sense.
You didn't care. You didn't give no fucks.
But it's because I didn't love me.
Right.
I didn't see a value in me because my own parents didn't see a fucking value in me.
That's right.
Come on now. And not that everything she's doing is right. That's not what I'm saying. But that's some real shit. And she's got to choose to she has to choose to re correct, course correct where she is headed so that she can be the best version of herself for her and her children. She don't need no motherfucking body else. Don't put nobody else on your plate that you got to be worried about how they feeling, what they thinking. Baby, fuck that. Right now, you are your mission.
Mm-hmm.
Because you being your mission is going to make you a better mother. It's going to make you a better woman and it's going to make you make better choices. That's how you change shit.
Right.
Now, I ain't
That's
going to talk about it no more because I'm finna fire up, y'all. I'm done. All of y'all that love me, all of y'all that know me and are that I value and I love, all of y'all know that this is me. I'm real genuine and real transparent about what I've been through, what my life has looked like, and I'm real transparent about what it took to get here
mm-hmm.
to where you see who I am today. But this is not who I have always been.
Right.
And it was a whole lot to get here. And I'm still a work in damn progress because, baby,
And if
it's
you didn't tell
going
us,
great.
if you did not tell us, we would never know. Seriously.
One day I told some of my friends that know me. I said one day I'm gonna do a live, and I just want y'all to come up and I just want y'all to tell the people about me. But then I thought about it. No, I'm not gonna do that. But there's people. I have people that see me on live on Facebook who text me and say, "Sis, what the hell you talking about up there?" Or they said, April, them people don't even know who you are. And I be like, I can't say what I want to say over here. And that was one of the things you and I talked about for you with us was
Mm-hmm.
and YouTube was because we wanted to I want to be able to talk more about me, but they certain shit I can't say
Right.
or talk about. Listen, my life story goes against the fucking community standards. And I have to be so mindful of how I say what I've done or what I've been or has been done to me, right? Because
Right.
I don't want to get in trouble and I don't want to upset nobody. But this is my damn life. I'm 40 fucking 7 years old. I lived it. You can fucking hear it. Are you
Right.
that much of a marshmallow puff? I don't get it. But you know, I have a problem with it. Ooh. But that's baby, y'all wouldn't believe some of this shit. That's why I just be up here, be quiet, and don't judge nobody. Cause listen, I was that mama who my kids. Listen. I used to give my babies a little bit of NyQuil so they go to bed on time.
I think a couple of people guilty of
I know, I ain't the only one, but I'm just saying. I
that.
know how I be saying let them cheer and do what they want to, but that's the boiler in me. I
Because the
just
way
want to let the babies be free now.
the
Back
way
then, though, I
these
was
kids set
staying
up,
up fast.
these kids be up at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock a.m. Like, where are you from?
Mm. Ooh, wait. But no, so I say, you know, and that's another reason why. Now, if you do listen, there's certain things, there's certain character flaws that aren't a response of trauma. That's just who the fuck you are,
Right.
right?
Absolutely.
And all of us aren't gonna mesh together. But it's really true that hurting people hurt people.
Yep.
That is so true.
Yes. Hurt people do hurt people.
So,
They do.
but hey, you got to choose what you got to do because Lord knows that our girl Blicky went up there last night and she poured her heart out.
She
She
did.
was transparent. She
She
was
was.
genuine. She was kind. She was she was what Niecy baby needed, and she went up there and she gave her that. She poured out. And sometimes we got to pour out so we can get some new shit in. Cause you know
Mhm.
that water just sat there, the water gonna sit there. So you got
Right.
to put don't want it to get stagnant and get algae on the shit.
Right.
It's gonna stink. It's gonna be ugly. You know you don't do that shit anyway. So you
Right.
gotta pour out to get fresh water.
Right. She
And
definitely
so
poured it out to her. That was she needed to hear that, and I hope she took that in as well. Don't just let it go in one ear and out the other. She definitely needed to hear her.
yes,
Don't
period.
be
And
saying okay and thank you. No, when someone is actually talking to you from a genuine place, listen to them.
mm,
For real, listen to them.
and there's a difference. And that's what see, this is what people don't say. And that's why listen, all my friends, everybody, my family, y'all know I do not do motherfucking crying. I would tell you, stop that goddamn crying for you even get started. I see your little nose go to lifting. I go tell you, stop that damn crying. Because, and I'm gonna tell you why I feel that way about crying. Because crying doesn't mean shit. You know how many people cry because they feel guilty, but they ain't gonna change. So
Right.
crying don't mean shit. What you doing next? What's your next move? That's what means something. So I just felt be like, you ain't fit to manipulate me with your damn tears. And I don't feel that way about y'all, but I just say that's just what used to be my mindset about that. Like, no, I don't feel guilty because your ass crying.
I
Which
mean,
I know
because some
that's a
people
test.
can
I be
cry
saying,
at
I
a
be like, don't cry.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
that is where my mind goes. Just because
right.
y'all know I got trust issues. Baby, I am the very dictionary picture of trust issues.
Me as well.
Baby,
Me as
I don't
well.
trust now, motherfucker. And I'm going to tell you facts. It's very few people I could trust. Very few people I go to sleep around. Baby, I'd
Hmm.
be up for 4 days because I don't trust a motherfucker. You understand me? I ain't lying. It's bad.
She said for 4 days.
It's bad. And you see how good I slept at your house, sis. So you
You
know.
did. I know you can
Yeah,
stay up
yeah,
though.
yes.
We be up over here, okay?
When you be
So
tired when you go to bed over there, baby, between the tequila and the you can't get up.
right. It is
Ooh.
hard to tell if people are actually gonna take your advice. But you know, time will tell and we will see. We'll see if the shenanigans are still the same. That one thing
But
I hate to do is give advice and you ain't really listening to me because that alone piss me off.
you know you be ready to child. You is a lot more short, quicker tempered to pop a person than me. You listen, we can't do no live Hannah because you might
No.
get popped. And it won't be
Right.
for April. But yes, but I wanted to say something while we got some people on here and we kind of shared out and people catch replay.
Yes.
Listen, with me, we're gonna do some paint parties. I wanna try to get two in for the holidays. I'm gonna send out the dates. Everybody can come when they can. Maybe you do both. It's gonna be much like before. We're gonna be on YouTube this time though. Over here on us, that's what we're gonna do. I know this is where we're gonna be at. And we're gonna have some guests over here. Y'all know Just Chalet coming. Blicky will be in the building.
Hmm.
Amber
The
Nicole,
ladies. All the ladies.
Lex. We're gonna
Yeah.
have some ladies over here kicking it. Purple letter. Y'all know the homies. Anyway, we're gonna have them up here. We're gonna paint. BSB said he'll give us some more of his time. But y'all keep your eyes open for the date and what we're gonna be doing. You know what you're gonna need for supplies. But it'll be paint. So y'all
Yeah.
know some of y'all still got y'all stuff. Y'all be in my inbox. I know. I see you.
Yeah, we been ready. Y'all don't know how long I've been telling her we need another paint party. I've been asking. I have been asking. Yeah, and I want to touch on that, love, when you said I bet it's gonna be confusing for those boys. Let me tell you something about me and Yummy. When Yummy met me, she did not think I had a kid. She thought I was lying about having a child because she didn't meet him for like 6 months.
Hello.
I was like, who lies about having a kid? But I don't bring any and everybody around my kid at all, especially not first off. You know, that's just, I don't know if you're good for me. So how will I know if you're good for him? So
That's right.
that's something that a lot of people should practice because you do not have any and everybody around your kids. I don't care what kind of relationship you and that person have. They don't have to have a relationship with your kids just yet. You don't know. Just like this that just happened, look how quickly it turned around. And then now you got to explain why it's no longer. Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm
Yeah,
not doing that.
no, no, and that's the thing. See, it's like I said earlier when I was talking about that human interaction, right? As an
Hmm.
infant with your parent, it's the same way with you. You should never allow people to build relationship and leave,
Hmm.
like in and out of your children's life. Like
Right.
I didn't play that shit. Y'all know me. Listen, I got two different Summer and John. I got two different baby daddies, and Brown Sugar Bear ain't never one of their fathers. I got two different baby daddies
Right.
because I don't do the same dumb shit twice. But listen, they weren't very involved
Yep.
because well, one of them was John was when he had been away for 14 years when Jonathan got out. When Jonathan turned 18, he was at Jonathan's graduation, but he was away for 14 years of Jonathan's life. So it really wasn't much of an option, right? Let's be
Mhm.
clear.
Mhm.
And then, but Summer's father? He was stable in the. There was no reason, and he chose not to be involved. And guess what? The one time he tried to be involved because he called himself settling down with some woman, he
Mm-hmm.
took my baby over there, and that lady ain't give my baby a second serving of chicken, and I went over there and went in there. You understand what someone told me? That lady told us she could have another piece of chicken because I raised big bags. And she told me my baby couldn't have to some she told her that, but yet gave her children another piece. When I
Hmm.
tell y'all I went up in their house like I had a key and he ain't say a word. Cause
Hmm.
he knew better because I done went upside his head for
Yeah.
baby, he know better.
Yeah.
I
And you
don't
ain't
play
finna
that.
mistreat my baby. That's right. You don't
Because
mistreat
you
my
can't
baby.
let adults play with your children.
Right.
You do what you want to do. Listen, you can listen. I was a hoe, and I was not a happy meal hoe. So, and I tell people all the time, them people didn't engage with my children.
Right.
Listen, if I had an appointment, you gonna come after midnight, and you gonna be gone by 04:30. If you need more time than that, baby, you gonna have to book a vacation. That was it. That was all. It's
Right.
your life, your boundaries, your rules. Why is anyone else in control? And
Right.
that's the thing for me. All of them want control, but they don't even got control of themselves. Baby, start at home with you, not
First.
your wife.
That's right.
If you ain't good, nothing around you will be.
That's right. You can't fix nobody if you ain't fixed.
I mean, I don't, I just, it's real simple to me, but I don't know. Baby, I don't know. They ain't my all I know they ain't my friend. Cause I tell y'all bump y'all heads. I'ma tell them, sis.
Yeah.
We might not even be friends no more when I
Yeah,
bump.
that, and I was about to say that if any of them were my friends, they probably would not be my friends anyway. Because I'm straight to it. Like I'm gonna tell you, I'm blunt. I'm very blunt. That's why I don't got no friends now like that. Because I'm very blunt. I'm gonna say what I have to say. You asked me first of all, so I'm gonna tell you. And sometimes even if you don't ask me, I'm gonna tell you. Because if you wrong, you wrong. If you doing bullshit, you doing bullshit. You know.
Well,
And
it
I'm
is
gonna
what it
tell
is.
you. So I just don't understand why it's not enough people around them telling them, say, you fucking up. I need you to get it together.
Right.
Like you out here looking real bad in these streets. I don't
And
like
that's
it.
it. Why
Right,
ain't nobody saying this? Like,
right.
I don't even care about in private. Listen. Listen, what you should tell your children, and I agree with you too, love. I'm gonna leave that highlighted so I want, but what you tell your children, if you show your ass here, this one, I'm gonna get your ass together,
Hmm.
baby. That's what I told mine. Now I don't know what y'all told y'all, but so if you my friend, and you out here in the wide open being a fool, I'm gonna tell you that's what you doing in the wide open.
Hmm.
Why is you doing that? If you can't hear me in private, see, that's why I don't have a lot of friends. Cause I just people, I will bother you if you don't love you and you ain't. I will really ruffle your feathers because I expect an adult to adult,
Right,
right?
right,
And so I feel like if you making poor choices, the consequences of those choices are yours. Let's be clear, ain't none of us actually having to live through the turmoil that these people that we're discussing are.
right.
None of I would never, baby, I could not live like that. I would, oh, we Jesus, Lord of mercy. Somebody, and it would not be me, would be needing a hearse. That's
Hmm.
it, that's all. I
That's it.
could do it.
That's it. It's too
I'm
much
not,
for me.
I can't live with that type of chaos because my mind bleeps. And so I'm gonna black out and then I'm gonna be chaos.
Right. That's
Right?
why these conversations need to be had
Mm-hmm.
from jump.
Yep. And you gotta respect boundaries. Like
Right.
I have to respect. I can't come on over here with us or and cross the boundaries that you and I have established.
Right.
I know what you're I don't want I don't want to talk about that. This the why. Okay, I respect that, sis.
Same.
But exactly because we communicated that with one another.
Right.
Our boundaries.
Right.
And why can't we do that? If you has got somebody in your life that you cannot be that honest with, I don't give a damn what type of relationship you will have with them. I don't care if it's your damn children. I don't care if it's your parents, if it's your friend, if it's your siblings, if it's your I don't care your spouse, what relationship it is. If you don't respect one another's boundaries, it's always gonna be chaos.
Mm-hmm.
But so
Mm-hmm.
many people don't even know how to set a boundary because they don't. The turmoil is in them.
That's right.
Like they have to make choices, which is what I wanted to highlight this. And you exactly right. That's what I said. I understand it. I get that perspective. However, you got to choose not to continue to do that. You got to choose to make those changes.
Right.
And you 100% right. She's 28 years old. She has two children. It's definitely time.
And my child is what made me do what I needed to do. If anything pushed me fast and harder and to go harder, it was him.
Right. Well, I was 20 when I had Summer, and 17 months later I had Jonathan.
Mm-hmm.
And then I lost a set of twins. And that was a third baby daddy, just so we clear.
Remember, she don't make the same mistakes twice, y'all.
I ain't playing. And but I I still was wide open when my children was little. Like I really was. There are my children like, and I was a single mom for
Right.
14 years. So I married BSB.
Right.
So
But when it came to them kids, you
I
did not
didn't play no
fucking play.
games.
That's right. And that's what I'm saying. When it
I didn't
came to them
have
kids,
like I
that's right.
remember one night, Roz, my children's godmother,
Mm-hmm.
she came over and she had a case of Corona, and we were gonna drink that, and we, I already had the liquor, so we were gonna drink that. We was pre-gaming because we was going out. She came over to my house and we was getting dressed
Mm-hmm.
together. Anyway, when she came in the door with that Corona, Summer said, "Mama Raj, you gonna drink all of that?" And she said, "No." And she said, "Me and your mama have a couple." And she said, my mama don't drink. Now y'all know I was an alcoholic.
Oh Lord.
That's what my child told her godmother, because I
Mm-hmm.
ain't do any and everything around them.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because I was so wide open. I could now I drink around them. I'm able because I'm much more stable with it. Back then, I didn't have a couple of. Back then, I drank and I got into a brawl, and I made poor choices then because
Right.
I drank to cope, so I was always drunk.
Right.
And so I didn't expose them to that
Right.
because I knew what it was like with my mother and her behaviors as a child
Right.
before I went in foster care. So I always knew not to do that. I tell people all the time when I talk about, people ask me about what did I learn, what do you learn from your mother? And the most I got from her was what not the fuck to do.
Right.
Like
Absolutely.
raising my children, I would think to myself, would she do this? Oh, hell to the no, bitch. Don't do that fuck shit.
Right.
And that's it. like I that's how I guided myself as a mom. If something I was gonna do looked like something she would do, I didn't do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that you have to be self-aware and you got to be honest with yourself. See, I knew when I was fucked up. You understand? I knew when I was fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I allow my fucked up, my me being fucked up to affect my children? My job is to protect them. As crazy as I was, I understood that. Now
Right.
they might have seen me fight. Now my kids done seen me fight several times. Ain't no lie. I'm gonna tell the truth. Cause I
Right.
taught my kids, somebody bother you, baby, don't let it happen twice. You
Hmm.
hear me? And I ain't playing.
Right.
What? Don't you let that happen. Cause when they suspend you, we're gonna take a trip. As long as you won. That's all. Now that's kind of toxic, but that's what I taught mine, baby. That's all I knew.
Better
But
fight the
so
good.
they have seen different things, but it
Mm.
was things that got out of hand, out of my control in a moment. It was nothing that happened continually, and it was nothing that I did allow it to happen. It happened on my watch, so it's what it is. But until she gets to that point where she taking that kind of accountability, there'll never be a change. And anybody who thinks it will be is fooling themselves because self work, when you do self work, that's what it is.
Right. Hmm.
So, and that's why a lot of people don't go to therapy. Because when you go to therapy, them motherfuckers don't want to talk about everybody else. They want to talk about your ass. Because you
Right.
the one that's there on the couch. You the one that is there. So they want to
Right.
talk about fixing your ass. Because if you
Right.
fix your ass, then it fix other shit.
Right. Therapy
So,
is for you. You
mhm,
as an individual, you are going for yourself. You're not going for everybody else. You're going to see why you have all these issues and why there are so many issues with so many different people in your life. So it's
yep,
not for you to go in there and talk about everybody else. It's for you to, figure out what's going on with you so you can fix it.
exactly.
And
And
there's
you gotta,
nothing wrong with it.
mhm, and have people around you that love you enough to call bullshit.
Right.
Because that's really the toughest part of a genuine relationship is being able to call bullshit.
Right.
Because everything else is always fun and rainbows and unicorns, right?
Right.
But none of us are right all the time. Not
Right.
one of us is perfect. So it's always a are you serious
Right.
situation.
And when you call them on their bullshit, let them be mad at you. Oh well, who cares? You can be mad. Yummy has told me a lot of things that has pissed me off, but when I sat down, I think about it, I listen, and pay attention and reanalyze. I get it. I get it.
Hmm.
She sees some of the fucked up shit that I don't see, and I don't see it because it's me. Let's just be clear.
Hmm.
But when I, when I think about what she said and we talk and we have an open discussion and all that, it gets me back to where I need to be. Because I don't always think I'm fucked up, but I do know I have some fucked up ways.
Baby, don't I? No, but seriously, and that's the truth, and we all do.
Right.
Like I know there's times I be mad and I just be snapping. Everybody get it.
Yep.
Everybody get it. And,
Right.
and I am very short of patience. And I'm gonna tell you that's something Brown Sugar Bell used to have in baby. He used to have miles and yards of patience. Baby, they go for far as you could see patience. But he's dealing and going through his own things, and so there's a lot less of that. And so I be noticing too, and I be like, why you talking to me like that? And then I be like, you the motherfucker started it. But I don't say that out loud. I say that to myself.
Right.
But I be like, damn. Now you ain't had this. And I do. I catch myself, but it be too late because I done said it. And when I
Mm-hmm.
said it, I had meant it. But I be like, damn, I remember when that wouldn't have bothered him.
Right. Right. And me, I one thing I can admit is that I had to learn how to apologize. I was
Yeah.
never one to apologize. I just be like, okay, whatever, I'm wrong. Okay. But I had to learn to, and it makes a hell of a difference when you apologize when you're wrong. It does. Like I can expect you apologize to me and then I want to apologize to you. Like I have been selfish like that. I have been stubborn like that. So
Ben stuff. Wait. What? Beep, beep, beep. Reverse. Wait a minute. You said Ben as in past tense stubborn.
in the worst
Was that what you
way.
said? Wait, I'm just clarifying. Was that what you said? Ben as in
Yes.
past tense stubborn?
No, no, I just said I have been, not meaning that I won't be in the future. I'm just saying I have been and I recognize that. I'm stubborn. You ain't got to tell me. I know it.
Ooh.
I know it. I hear it enough. But I'm also surrounded by stubborn and spoiled people too. Like I'm stubborn and spoiled, and I'm surrounded by stubborn and spoiled. Sis.
Well, I damn sure am. I'm mean, stubborn, spoiled, crazy. It's a
Why
whole
don't
list
we
of
say
shit.
we get along? Because we both mean.
Wait a minute. See, there you go. Tell Yummy that's not true. Y'all heard that? Hold on, I'm gonna let Peachy tell y'all what Yummy say.
Yummy said that April and I get along so well because we are both mean.
That's MEAN.
Mean, mean, mean.
I know don't none of y'all believe that shit.
Y'all know we not mean.
Yeah, that's okay. Might be some truth to it sometime, but not on a regular basis.
They said y'all are the sweetest. Nay, we are the sweetest.
Thank you.
I
But okay, y'all, I really, oh, I had a good time over here. I'm
had
so
a good
glad we
time
jumped
tonight.
on here, sis.
Yeah, this our pop up live because we just with everything that went on and we had just been talking about it and discussing it and watching it and she kept me on the up and up and I kept her on the up and up. We had to get on here and talk about it. And y'all know we don't even talk about it, but it was just too much for 5 days to not, talk about it.
That's how the hell we been looking at.
We had technical difficulties, but everybody was going live so much that we wouldn't have been able to get a live in if we wanted to.
Exactly.
And what
Baby,
they said,
listen.
they still live now. They still doing lives now. So we gonna go and catch up on those as well.
We is feminine affairs got it. But listen, we're gonna do a lot more. This is kind of the type of stuff we want to do now. We didn't really want to talk about that specifically, but there's really a lot of layers to this. So there were parts of it that we wanted to talk about. The
Mm-hmm.
lesbian perspective, which, like
Mm-hmm.
I said, who has had that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I really think that was, that was important, like we talked about, and just talk about the different layers of the things, right? But
Right.
listen, we gonna be talking about the BS, and y'all know Sisters is back. Sisters started back. If y'all watch Sisters
Oh,
on BET, I love it. If you ain't watched it, you should catch up.
now that right there, that's a show. That's
So
a
we gonna
show.
hello, we gonna be talking about the foolery on there too. And the life lessons. Because I think TV, y'all know them Simpsons be telling the future. So TV be helping us come up with shit to talk about.
Right. Well, y'all can help us come up with shit to talk about. I mean, we just
Hello.
can. We be telling y'all, send us emails, send us messages. What y'all want to talk about? What y'all want to know? If it's something y'all want to know about us that we haven't told y'all, or just whatever. We just come over here, like you said, kick your feet up and kick it. That's all this is.
Yeah,
Come
hello.
kick it.
We and we're gonna do this more often too, like just pop up. We
Mm-hmm.
like it when
We
there's
like
some real shit going on.
yes, yes, and some subjects that actually need to be touched. You know, just need to be touched and talked about, because everybody don't get to have their say so on, all of the people lives or all of the people panels, or not even all in the comments, so over here it's open discussion. Say what you got to say, feel how you want to feel. It's your opinion, just like I have mine. We don't have to agree we don't have to agree, but we will respect one another.
Yes. And like I said, you can disagree and still learn something.
Right, right.
Cause
Because how
respect
many
is the requirement.
Because respect is the requirement. Because how many of y'all knew that a touch me not was actually a touch me not? Let's just be clear.
I'm gonna tell you something. Since I had never heard of it, I heard of a touch me not till
Mm-hmm.
Whitney, and I asked
Mm-hmm.
Lex, talk sex with Lex. Y'all know that's my niece. For those that don't know, so I asked her about it.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I don't you know how I am. So I like to understand, baby. I like to
Oh
know.
yes. Oh yes.
And
Oh
so
yes.
and when she explained it to me, that was when I said to myself, how the fuck that gonna work for me? Ew.
Right. But
Made
that's what
Phil.
I talked to you about the same thing, because I was like, there's no way. Like, you have to have a certain person for that type of person. You know what I'm saying? You have to have, like I said, a touch me not and a pillow princess. They go two and two, neck and neck. The pillow princess don't want to touch you, and you don't want to be touched by the pillow princess. So there you go. Not Polly, pillow.
Now y'all see how that go together? Y'all see her telling y'all the love match. Now figure out which zodiac sign is your zodiac sign and who you go with. And then make sure that if you a pillow princess or a touch me not, that you find the opposite.
Right, right.
Okay. Well,
Or
it
you gonna
sounds like
end
that
up
work.
or you gonna end up on the internet like these other folks are.
Yeah. Hello.
Look on 2K Live.
Hey, listen. If y'all not following 2K, go follow 2K. Cause listen here, one thing about it, and two things for sure. He gonna give you all the petty you could stand.
Yes.
He'll
Yes.
have you mad with him over there. It be so petty sometimes. Not really. I ain't never got mad with it. I be laughing so hard.
Me too. It'd be fun
He
to me.
remind me of men, my brothers of men in the military. Like he definitely is that. So baby, I love it.
He gonna
I
be there
send,
for a good time.
I
Shits and
share the
giggles.
link with all my people when he go live
Mm-hmm.
every time. But
Thank
y'all have a good
y'all.
night.
Yes, thank y'all for coming over and kicking it with us. We enjoyed y'all.
Good
Y'all
night.
have
See y'all
a
Saturday.
good night. Yeah, we'll see y'all Saturday. Have a good night.